Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, people, make sure that you lot are smashing up the likes, man. Roll to 10K, like I keep saying. We're nearly on 9.6 people. So make sure that you lot are smashing up the likes. Been a little bit quiet over the break, to be fair. I think everyone kind of took a break, man. We all took a break. You know what I'm saying? I think I just needed a little time to just, recoup, get my energy back and whatnot. I'll go to a lot of games and stuff. So it takes a lot of energy out of people, man. So it was a good time for me to just see family, see friends, catch up with people, not think about football. But we've got a debut today, people, man. We've got man like Wolfie on the channel. Me and Wolfie have actually never streamed before, which is mad. You know what I mean? Because we've got a lot of mutuals. I see you on a lot of shows and whatnot. Race for Europe and that, big up pots. But we got yourself, Wolfie, man. What are you saying? You good?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good until tomorrow, and then I'll be bad again. But for now, all good. I've first international break since we've been back that I've actually enjoyed, and like you said, just charge the batteries up a little and don't think about Forest, bro. But they still made me have to think about them with all this bullshit Sean Dyche stuff. So, yeah.
Well, listen, let me tell you something, people. Yeah, one thing about Wolfie, he has been getting rushed. Yeah, he's been getting absolutely rushed in the group chat that I'm in with him, Race for Europe, because apparently you have to give me a little bit of history on what you said about Ange. Obviously, now you have Ange. Like, what's the banter there? Because they've been getting onto you about that.
And that's Tobes, man. Tobes is like, he doesn't like that I call Spurs a small club, because they have delusions of grandeur, in my opinion, with what they achieve, and they should have just been happy getting a Europa League last season, man. First trophy in Europe for them in 40 years. First one since that Carabao. No, it was Worthington Cup back then, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, man. These Spurs fans, they think a lot of their club, and they end up just being Spursy. So yeah. So he's got beef with. I know. Don't forget the Morgan Gibbs White stuff, where Marinakis basically said you're not having him. And then you got D. D's got his own. D's just got issues in it, bro. D's just got general issues, man. But he blames me, not Forest. He blames me for them being kicked out of Europa when it's his owner's fault. So yeah, they've all got
what he's doing.
Yeah, man.
He's got some cheek to be doing that, because this is the same guy, yeah, who was advocating and supporting their club when they did the whole thing of Olise. We was about to get Olise, and they said, "Oh, we tapped him up," and then they said, "No, he's not going nowhere." Then they gave him a new contract. But he could have been a Chelsea player, bro.
Bro, this is the same guy who said to me when they were in Europa and it was looking like us having conference. He's like, conferences, dusty competition. No one wants to talk about it and stuff. And then 2 weeks later, he finds himself in it. You know what I'm saying? So what comes around and what have you. But yeah.
Oh boy, man. But listen, it has not been a great start for Ange. And listen, big up the chat as well before we even start. We've got nearly 50 people here already. Big up Clay. You've got Mustafa in here, big himself up as well. Most of you got man like Pear as well. Big up Pear. As it says, make sure that you lot are subbing to Wolfie. His YouTube is in the description. It's actually in the title. I just changed the title a second ago as well, people. But yeah, what's been going on, Wolfie, man? Because Ange has not had a great start. Ange hasn't got a win yet, right? You know what I mean? And one thing about Ange and Chelsea, we had his number every single time we played him. Every single time Poch played him away, he won 4-1. If you remember that game, they had 9 men and he wouldn't drop that high line. We played them at home. I'm pretty sure we beat them 2-0 at home. Yeah. We played them obviously away last season. We came from 2 goals down to win that game. We beat them at the Bridge last season, 1-0 as well. So we're used to beating Ange. We really like that high line, because one thing about Chelsea, bro, give us space and we've got a lot of technical players and a lot of killers that can just kill your team. What's been going wrong for Ange this time round, bro? Is it just like, is it the high line again? Is it just the players aren't really playing well? Like, what's actually going wrong for you right now, bro?
It's probably quicker to tell you what's gone right. Like, otherwise we could be here all night. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's gone wrong? It started with the way he was appointed. It was too late because he came in the second week of the last international break. The players were still off on international duty. So he basically only saw the players that were behind or injured. He didn't get to do anything till the Thursday or Friday with them. And then we had Arsenal on the Saturday. I can't remember, Saturday or Sunday, whenever it was. And then that was it.
I'm pretty sure that was Saturday. I'm pretty sure that was Saturday.
It was Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was the early kickoff as well. I tried to forget some of these games, bro.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. So So, everyone was like, okay, fine. You weren't going to beat Arsenal. He's only had 2 days in and what have you. And then it just started. Things were looking good and looking really bad at the same time. I think we played Swansea after that, 2-0 up, comfortable. And then we go and concede 3 goals in like 5 minutes at the end and out of the League Cup. Then after that, who did we play? I can't even remember, bro. We drew with Burnley away, I think it was. Again, Zinchenko scoring an own goal. Clown of a finish there from him. Probably should have won that one.
Oh my God, Zinchenko. I forgot that you signed that guy. Jesus.
That guy cannot defend. He cannot defend. He thinks he's a midfielder. I actually think he is a midfielder. He's not a defender. And he inverts into the midfield all the time. I think he's decent at passing in the midfield, but like
his pass is good. He does have to pass is good.
But whoever's playing right wing for you, they're just going to be, be quite lonely. There's going to be no red shirt near them because he's going to be stuck in midfield. But yeah, it was the then we played really well against Betis, like really well. First 45 minutes, I was like, this is some of the best football I've seen since the mid 2000s, man. It was like ridiculously good. And then we let in a late goal, and then we played terrible against Sunderland, lost that one at home. The keeper was on fire for them. And then the Michelin one, bro. That Michelin one, that's where he lost a lot of the fan base. So that Michelin one was just poor. There's too many. The problem is, I'll tell you the main problem is, we were a team that was solid at the back, defensively strong. Murillo, Milenkovic, Einar, Nico Williams, Chels, Golden Glove, and all that. We weren't conceding many like dead balls, corners, free kicks, what have you. Milenkovic was cleaning them all away. I don't know what Ange has done since he's come in. He's basically told him do the opposite of what you were doing. Any corner, any cross, anything like that. We just look terrible at it. So defensively, he's messed up the structure. Now, in fairness to him, if I'm going to be objective, Einar got injured the day he was announced on international duty. He's out until probably late Jan. Murillo got injured 20 minutes into the Arsenal game. I remember that. Yep. Yeah. He's now back fit for tomorrow.
Has he been training?
Yeah, he's been fit all international break. He was on the bench against Newcastle. He'll start. But the key one for me is Douglas Luiz is back. Like in the games where we've looked semi-respectable for 45 minutes, Luiz has played. Like that one against Betis is probably the prime example. First half, Luiz controls that game. He got an injury, the Ange factor. He goes off at halftime, and we couldn't hold out in that second half. So it's been, but at the same time, I kind of feel a bit sorry for him because he brings such a media circus with him, and they're all sharpening their knives. They're all sharp because they know if you just poke the bear, he's going to give you some sound bites. So they did it again today. Bro, he went on for ages about Spurs today in his presser and this, that, and the other. And he took the Spursy out of Spurs and all this stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And this guy's got no shame, I swear. This guy's actually got no shame. I swear to you, he's got no shame, bro. Honestly, like, you see one thing about Ange, like, when he first came, I thought, oh, this guy's actually a breath of fresh air in that. And then more I started to watch him and just see some of the shit he was talking about. He's quite unlikable, man. I'll be real. He's not really a likable guy, man.
I think he brings it upon himself, but like from the guys I know at the club, they're like, he is so lovely, like talking to and everything like that. But I think he's just got a short fuse and he gets triggered. Man, he would be terrible on some of the panel shows we're on. Could you imagine him on Potts's or Saeed's or something, man? One man says one thing about him, he's gonna go crazy. He's an enigma. He's an enigma. The thing is, he's lost the fan base. So now he's lost the fan base. I don't see how it fixes itself. Because like cheering, you're getting sacked in the morning from the home fans.
That's mad.
That's crazy.
That's mad. I mean, backstage was talking about, obviously, I was telling you how I was at the game last season, the last game of the season and whatnot. Obviously, we got top 4, right? And listen, the crowds, we were singing in the away end as we usually do, right? Very loud and that. But there was a bit of an atmosphere on your end as well. What's it been recently? Because you said it's not been great there.
I'll be honest, the atmosphere hasn't been as good as it was when the first season we came up. Season we came up, bro, that place was rocking. And then it kind of just got a bit quieter. I think as fans got used to the Premier League. At the moment, it's just toxic. It's And it's all around Ange. And I feel bad to say that, but that's what's causing the friction. There are still some fans that are sitting there saying, oh, Nuno should never have been sacked in that. I don't think that's the majority of the fans. I think everyone understands Nuno basically wanted out and forced his way out.
Yeah, but it wasn't so much he was doing well when he got sacked.
Yeah, because no one was asking for him to go for footballing reasons.
Yeah.
Off the pitch stuff that he did with Edu and what have you.
Yeah. Facts.
But that's no one's, I don't think, or the majority, shall I say, understand it. Maybe some don't accept it. But then to jump to Ange, like my thing with this is you've gone from Steve Cooper, who was low block, right? Atrocious style of football, but he did what he had to do. You then move up the one rung on the ladder to Nuno, who's counter-attacking, not as defensively low as Steve Cooper, and got a real tune out of Forest. The next step on this sacking for me is someone like a Marco Silva. That's like that step up. But to jump to Ange up here, high line for life and attack. I mean, if it works, I'm all for it. I'd rather watch entertaining football than defensive football. But as a team to progress them, you're looking for me like a Marco Silva style player. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, he said that as well. He said He said a lot today.
So people might say I'm under pressure or that things are changing too much. I'm just trying to reshape how we play and the players are adapting, bro. But the thing is, though, when you're going from, again, like you've said, you know, you're sitting back most of the game and you're going in the transition and you're very, you know, switched on at the back and defensively you're hard to beat. And then you're going to the other end of it. Bro, that transition is not going to be easy for these players, bro. Like you've already mentioned Milinkovic. I had big up Dor yesterday. Dor was telling me how Milinkovic, you've never seen him getting on the ball and driving with it as much as he's been doing recently, bro.
Bro, he's been playing like a right winger at times. He's been, I'm not even lying to you, man. I've seen Milinkovic out on the right wing doing some mad dribbles and stuff, man. And I'm like, so who's at the back? Now, and it's just the keeper, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. And one thing about Chelsea we're really good at is counter pressing. So if he decides to go and, you know, run with the ball into the middle and he gets tackled by Caicedo, for example, it's peak for him. You know what I mean? He's still there. Bro,
my camera just done a madness.
I just see that. The camera died. Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Let me just jump out and jump in. I've lost
signal. Yeah, go on, bro.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go on, bro. But yeah, big up everyone in the chat, man. If you're a Chelsea fan, bro, let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're feeling about tomorrow, people, because right now, obviously, we've come off the back of a really good performance against Liverpool, but listen, we're seeing the amount of injuries we've got right now. For me, I was even saying on the terrace just now, we've got enough to be performing well. That's where you're going to get your confidence from performances, right? But how's Maresca going to set up the team? You know what I mean? How's he going to set up the team? Because I've been seeing too many imbalanced lineups here and there. I had a clown at me earlier on Twitter, right? Because I mentioned about Badiashile being a big miss because he's left-footed. What left-footed centre-back are we going to play tomorrow now, people? You know what I'm saying? We've got fucking it can't be Chalobah and Tosin again at the back, bro. That's not balanced. Yeah. Look how nice the balance was with a left footer on that side of Badiashile, bro. You know what I mean? It's a serious problem, bro. The build up in this Chelsea team is so clean when we've got a left centre back and a right centre back, because the left centre back, he's comfortable playing it to the left on his left foot, right? And the right centre back is comfortable playing it on the other side. Yeah. People are saying Hato. Listen, Hato is a solution. You're right. But the only thing with that is he is our backup for Cucurella. If Cucurella was to get injured now and you're playing Hato there, or Hato gets injured, it's peak. Then we've got no backup for Cuckoo. You know, but at the same time, needs must right now. You know what I mean? For me personally, we need to go into the window in the January and go buy a left centre back. Badiashile has been gone for ages. Man came back 2 games, people. Very good games, by the way. But then he's gone again. Yeah. And one thing about Badiashile, he never gets injured for 1 or 2 games. He gets injured for weeks. He's like a Reece James, basically. Or like a Fofana. Those guys get injured for time, bro. Lavia. Yeah. So right now, Badiashile does not exist to me, bro. He does not exist. In that January, we need to go and bring a left centre back, because I'm telling you, this build up from the back, playing 2 right footers at the back, it's not good. It's not good, bro. You see the difference when you're playing a left centre back at the back, on the left hand side, even. You know what I'm saying? Mustafa says it as well. Yeah, Chelsea miss Cole's ability to play left centre back. We do, Mustafa, man. I was getting laughed at when I was going on streams last year talking about how important he is for how we want to play or build up play or what does he do defensively, and I kept backing him, defending the guy, bro. Like defensively, Cole is actually quite underrated. He might not be the greatest in the wide areas, right? In terms of actually, you know, being like a I don't know who's good in the wide areas. For example, Gabriel is very good in the wide areas. Cole was not like that, but Cole defensively is not shit. You know, he's very good in the box, in the air. He's very good at blocks, very good at clearances, very good at interceptions. Yeah, he keeps the back line good together, especially when he's playing with Fofana as well. Defensively, he's actually a good defender, and he was actually improving how aggressive he was last season as well. You know what I'm saying? But the ball playing ability, you're right, bro. Like the amount of attacks that guy starts, he's a massive miss for us, man. And Badiashile was looking like he could replicate what he was doing. Looks like Wolfie's back, people. You know what I'm saying? Wolfie, if you're there, let me know. I can't hear you or see you either. You know what I'm saying? Big up Daniel in the chat as well. As I'm saying, change the tactic. What would you do? Tell me what you would do, bro, if you're saying change your tactic. You know what I'm saying? I think for me, you know what you could do. Let me bring Wolfie back on stage.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Apologies, man. I had to reset, sorry.
No, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. We're just talking about like Chelsea's problems at the minute. Let me even bring up the list because I was talking to you earlier about the amount of injuries that we've got right now, yeah. And honestly, this is feeling like the season when we had Poch, you know. I love the Club World Cup. I wouldn't change it for the world, but clearly we're now being affected by it, Wolfie. It's a big problem, bro. You know. So right now you can see Cole, ACL, he's done for the season. Delap is out till probably November, December, right? Asugo's out till January, and that's the guy that came in for Caicedo as backup. Palmer is out for another 6 weeks, right? Badiashile is out till December. Pedro Neto is potential, you know, he might not be able to play, but again, like I said to you, I reckon he'll probably play the game. Yeah. Enzo, again, I reckon he'll play the game. Caicedo, he will definitely play the game, right? Fofana's fit, James is fit, Chalobah's fit, Santos is fit, Tosin is fit. How you feeling from a Forest point of view right now, Wolfie? Because I know you're not that confident in your team right now, but obviously Chelsea haven't had the best start to the season, like performance-wise. You know, we've come off the back of a really good performance against Liverpool, but we were playing at home, and you know that day everything just clicked for us in terms of the in-game management, the lineup, and whatnot. How are you feeling going into this game, bro? Do you feel like you could get something from Chelsea? Because we're known to be charity FC. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me. I feel there's a similar narrative to when you played Man U, where everyone was talking about what time is Amorim due at the job centre and all this stuff. And I felt there was an air of we just need to turn up from a Chelsea perspective, get the 3 points, send him to the job centre and what have you. So I think I would assume you've learned from that and you wouldn't go in with the same kind of attitude. Obviously, there was different settings. You had a man sent off, your keeper doing crazy stuff and what have you. But I just think that kind of highlights Chelsea for me this season. I don't think you found the consistency yet. I think you do have the squad. I think there are some holes in there. I think defensively, you still needed another centre-back, maybe even two. The keeper, I'm still not sold on him. And I don't think on the left side, you are as strong as I expected you to have recruited in the summer. I think Pedro is a very good signing. I think Delap is good, but not proven at a top 4 race or a title challenge, whatever way you're looking at your season now. So I still think you should have gone for a gunman up top, just someone who's going to bag the goals in. Because I like Pedro.
For me personally, bro, Delap fit in scoring goals in his team. That's how I look at it. He scored 11 goals.
I hear that, but he's still untested at this level because what you got to remember, when he was doing it at Ipswich, he was up against teams that were playing higher up the pitch where he had space to do his thing in. True. At Chelsea, it's the other way around. You're going to be up against teams that are probably playing more defensively, some low blocks and what have you. I'm not saying he can't do it, by the way. I'm just saying for where Chelsea should be. Your last title was 2017. Your last title challenge feels like a few years now. Like for you to be serious for a club of your kind of standards, you should be fighting. We shouldn't be sitting here talking about Liverpool, Arsenal, and maybe Man City. Like Chelsea should be a name within that. So I just think Delap can do it. I just don't think he's tested yet.
I get that.
Proven is the word probably I'd use.
I do get that. 100%. But for me, the lap in this team, like Clay said, we create chances, bro. That's one thing about Chelsea. Like, as much as we haven't been winning a lot of these games, I think we've created the same amount of chances as Arsenal right now. And we've scored one less goal than Arsenal. So scoring goals isn't the issue for Chelsea right now. It's more the concentration, like you've said, the little intangibles, the red cards,
the moments.
Yeah, the bozo moment. Someone just losing their head. You know, Santos lose touch against Brighton. Sanchez, you know, getting sent off 5 minutes into the game. I drove all the way to Manchester.
Back post against Brentford. You know, these are mistakes. The thing is, though, these mistakes can be ironed out.
Yeah.
The question is, how quick will it take Maresca to iron out these mistakes? This isn't a team that can't play football or can't go out and win. This is a team that is still clearly gelling together. You've had quite a few in the summer, getting used to Maresca. I know a lot of Leicester fans and what they would say, the ones I talked to at the very least, loved Maresca and how meticulous he was. Even on the training ground, he would be repositioning players if they were, 2 yards too far to the right. He'd want them exactly in certain positions in the style he wants to play. I think this shouldn't be a team that Chelsea should be afraid of playing. I think Chelsea's biggest opponent is Chelsea, if that makes sense.
Yes.
I think sometimes you guys are your own biggest downfall.
100%.
And it's crazy that you do it.
100%. You're so spot on when you say that, man. Like, just again, you've given a good example there. Like Garnacho sleeping at the back post. I mean, that goal was offside, but the defending was so clownery. It was just mad. You know, you're looking at everyone at the near post jumping and not winning the header. Garnacho sleeping at the back post. Like I said, the Santos slipping and that. Bro, we do it to ourselves. Like, I'm honestly not scared of anyone. I'm more than happy to play anyone and go into the game thinking we're going to win. But it's just like, okay, is Chalobah going to do something mad? Is Sanchez going to do something mad?
Yeah.
Is this guy going to do something mad? And that's where the problem is, right? And that's why it was really impressive against Liverpool, because everyone was locked in. You know what I mean? Even the subs, when they came on, they brought a different injection into the game, you know? And right now, in Palmer's absence, you're looking at someone like Esteval. You was telling me before the game, you were saying, yo, you're telling me backstage that you know a couple of Palmeiras guys, and they were bigging him up.
Big time.
What are you saying for this game, bro? Who are you looking at in terms of the dangerous players you're looking at for Chelsea, bro?
You know, I think might play for you, who I really like. I think he's fit, isn't he? Lavia. I do think he'll start the game. Yeah. I think he is pure quality, bro. Like, obviously, he came from Man City, had an excellent season at Southampton, even though did they go down that year? But he stood out like a sore thumb. Yeah. But that guy is a player. I think your midfield is up there with one of the best. And I think that's where your strength lies. And I'm old school. I always say in football, midfield is what wins you the game. If you control the midfield, you have a better chance of winning the game. So I think that balance you got in midfield is excellent. I don't think the injuries will hamper you too much this weekend, if I'm being objective and taking my Forest hat off. But, and then you've got players like Santos, who I was pissed at Cooper for not playing him when he came to Forest. Because, again, this is another talented kid that I'd seen. I've also got I've got a mate who does a lot of scouting. Shout out to Antonio, YouTuber. When as soon as we signed Santos, he was on the phone to me saying, baller, get him straight in. And I think he could have played in that team. Our midfield was shit back then, bro. He could have walked into that team. Then look what he went and did at Strasbourg. So I felt that's an opportunity missed. I know he's made a couple of mistakes this season, but him being a deputy to some of the players in front of him, that shows you the strength and depth that you have in midfield. Santos probably, outside of the top six, would get into most midfields, in the Premier League. So that's a lot of power you got in that midfield. The weakness for me isn't your fullbacks. I like both your fullbacks. It's those centre backs. I feel they can be got at. And it's just, I don't feel because of the injuries and everything else, I don't feel you've settled on a partnership yet, because, Chalobah gets sent off. Chalobah's injured. Colwell's obviously out. And all your other boys, I just don't feel the partnership is quite there. So that's like, how do Forest get anything out of this? My worry is he's going to go toe-to-toe with you. I don't think that's the right play, but I think that's what he's going to try and do. The only way Forest gets something out of this is if he goes to a midfield 3 and puts the likes of Anderson, who's fantastic, Douglas Luiz.
I mean, let's go through your lineup. That's a perfect segue.
No, that's a segue, bro. It's like we planned it.
And big up Clay as well. It says this is a different Wolfie. What the hell? Humble, realistic, no rage baiting.
Well, we're
No
not on a
gaslighting.
panel show. I'd say this to everyone, man. On the panel show, you got, Don, you gotta get your chest out. You gotta call out the bullshit you hear from the other panelists. When it's one-on-one, we can talk football, man.
No, 100%, bro, 100%. And
listen,
you made a really good point that I like as well. Yeah, you're one of the few rivals that actually said, yeah, when it comes to our defense, you didn't say Chelsea have a shit defense. You said, I rate your fullbacks; they're very good. It's the centre backs that I look at, right? Because a lot of people like to say that line, "Oh, your defense," and I'm like, bro, like we've got some of the best fullbacks in the world. Like for me, Reece is the best right back in the world. Cuckoo, arguably the best left back in the world as well. Some will say Mendes. Others will say
go that far, but they're good, bro. I'd say. I hear it. You got your blue goggles on. I hear it.
Yeah. Listen, Mendes, I love Mendes as well, isn't it? It's between those two for me. That's the point that I'm making, right?
Yeah.
But again, you're right. It's the centre backs where it's like chopping and changing. And when we go through my lineup, I'll show you exactly what I mean. You know. But talk us through your lineup and what you think Ange will do to, try and beat us, man.
I mean, this is what I would do. I don't know if Ange will do it. I think the back four plus the keeper will be what he does. I gotta say, for me, everyone's talking about Anderson, but Nico Williams has been outstanding. Not just this season, but last season as well. He gets very little headlines and plaudits.
He just had a baby though, man. Is he going to be all right, yeah?
Huh?
I said he just had a baby. Is he going to be all right?
Yeah, he'll be fine. He better be. He better be. I've gone for Murillo and Milenkovic. That's the partnership that carried us through last season into Europe. Murillo's back in. I know you, man, have been sniffing at him for about a year and a half now. Stay the hell away. He's not for sale. Signed a new contract. Leave him alone. Zinchenko's the one that I can't stand him, to be honest, bro. Like, if you're gonna play him, just put him in midfield and stop leaving that hole in. I know he's trying to create the overload in midfield, but I don't think against Chelsea that's the right play. Especially if like Esteval's playing on the right wing or something. So I think that's going to be the back four. This is the midfield three I would go with. 100% Douglas Luiz, 100% Anderson. Sangare, I like Sangare, but he splits the Forest fan base. A lot of Forest fans think 30 million on a Premier League player is expensive. It's like, go see some other stuff. I'll get onto him in a sec. So either him or Dominguez. And then I will go with Bakwa. Bakwa's been shit since we've bought him, but he is a real big talent. I just think he needs to run the games. Igor Jesus has looked very good. He's one of the new signings that's actually kind of hit the ground running. And your old boy Hutchinson, man, he's played very limited time, but I've liked what I've seen of him. I think
he bagged against us last year. He bagged against us last year with, ironically, with Delap as well. Delap scored a penalty. Omari scored. Yeah, man.
He's a good player, but I think he'll probably go Hudson-Odoi on the left-hand side, another of your old boys as well. So I can see that. I can see that happening, but that's the team I go. The reason I'm not playing Gibbs White, he's completely out of form. Two, he's cost us goals in key moments of games. He messed up against Newcastle for their first goal. He messed up against Crystal Palace for their goal as well. So not only has he cost us goals, he's cost us points. And he just does too many tricks and flicks in his own half. When I was telling the Spurs fans in the summer, I don't really care if he leaves. And they're like, oh, he's your best. I'm like, he's not even in the top 5 of our best players. He's just, he's the poster boy of Forest. When he's on his game, bro. But you get like spells of 15 minutes of pure quality from him. And then there's too many, like when you're playing FIFA and you got your mate who just likes to spam all the trick buttons and everything. That's Gibbs White. So his passing is excellent when it comes off. It always makes the highlight reels of match of the day and stuff. But watch him for 90 minutes and he frustrates a lot. And for me, I just think he needs to be dropped just to remind him. But he won't be. I think he will play instead of Bakwa. So the front three will be Igor Jesus, Gibbs White on the right, and Hudson-Odoi on the left. It's still a good team. This is the thing when I'm getting trolled on the panel show saying, oh, you're getting relegated. That team doesn't get relegated. And I haven't even put in there, we got McAtee bought in, we got Callum Mwendo as another striker, Chris Wood as well, Dominguez, as I said.
Oh, you're not even starting Wood. I actually put him on a thumbnail. You're not starting Wood, yeah?
Woods got taken off against New Zealand. He had a slight knock on, I think it was his knee. But he should, I think he won't start him just as a precaution. But I think Igor Jesus has done enough now to get in front of Wood. Wood, for me, I said in the summer, if we can get 6 more months out of Wood, I'll be happy. But I feel the changing of the guard is needed with him. So that's what I'd go with.
That's fair enough. And yeah, honestly, when I'm looking at that team, bro, there's certain areas. Obviously, you can pick out Zinchenko. We started Esteval in this game. That guy's getting cooked, right?
GG's,
Especially if he wants to invert into the middle and leave that space in behind. Boy, Esteval will just wait in that little pocket, right? Esteval will wait right here. He'll get the ball and he's gone. You know what I mean? Or even Neto, bro. Neto starts on that side. He's off. You know what I'm saying? Anderson, bro, listen, I rate him high. Rate him highly, bro. He's a baller. He's a baller, man. And I was even saying to you, I say to you in the group chat. Yeah, I think I did. I said he's gone in the summer. I think he's gone. I was telling Dor yesterday. Sorry.
He's being linked to you and Man City. 75.
I think Man City makes the most sense, man. With us, like you said earlier, we've got so many players.
You've got enough depth in there,
Yeah, man. Like at Man City right now, Rodri can't stay fit. He goes there. He starts pretty much all their games. At Chelsea, I think Maresca would love him, but you're up against Lavia, you're up against Santos, you're up against Caicedo, you're up against Asugo. Like, you know, it makes sense for him to go Man City. As much as I like him, we just haven't really got the room for him. You're right, Clay. We haven't really got the room for him. I rate him a lot, man. I think he's really good.
And he's adaptable. He can play 6, he can play 8, he can play left wing. And he plays them all really well. The only criticism I have on Anderson is he can't shoot. And that's the criticism I have on Gibbs White. Gibbs White can't shoot. I don't want to see Gibbs White in the 10 because he can't shoot.
Yeah, like, Gibbs White isn't the best shooter, to be fair.
I want to see. I'd rather Gibbs White was in the 8, but yeah.
Yeah, he's more like. Yeah, no, that's all good, bro. Backwards, I know about him from Strasbourg, of course. He looked pretty good there.
Yeah.
Williams, like you're saying, he looks pretty good this season. Milinkovic, bro, I've seen this guy in person twice. He's a fucking unit. Beast. That's one thing about this guy. Big guy, man. Big pause in that as well, people. and then Hutchinson, when you putting him there is scaring me a little bit, man. Because one thing about Chelsea, and our ex players, they just it's like a final when they face us, bro. You know what I mean? And like I said to you already, last year at Ipswich, bro, away from home, he scored against us, and he did a backflip in that as well. Obviously, he came from Hayland, didn't it? He didn't really come from Cobham.
Yeah.
He came to Cobham, the academy later on and that, but he's more Hayland than anything. But he's still ex-Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? So you'll probably have
ex-Chelsea there, whichever way, because if he don't play, I think it'll be Hudson-Odoi. He scored against you 2 seasons back, didn't he?
He did.
Right.
He did.
Yeah.
That's when we beat you lot.
3-2.
Was that 3-2? Yeah.
3-2 or whatever it was. Yeah.
Mudryk scored. I remember Jackson scored that game. Like Reece came off the bench instantly, got an assist. Hudson-Odoi cut in and scored. I think he equalized for you guys, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, that's not a bad team, bro. Douglas Luiz, Sangare, like that's not a bad team at all. And that's where I'm looking at us. We need to be on it, bro. You know, we need to quieten that crowd ASAP because again, it can get a bit rocky there. You know, international break, people might have taken a little bit of a breather now and said, you know what, fuck it, let's go support the boys. You know, and like I said, Chelsea right now, we're a little bit of a wounded animal. We won our last game, but we haven't been great, especially on the road this season. We have not been great, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a good lineup there, man. I'm looking at that cautious. I can't lie. I'm looking at that cautiously, man.
Yeah, I think if we're coming into this game and Forest were just playing normal Forest, like I'd be seeing it more chess, bro. But it's the form of the players that's shit. It's the whole circus surrounding Ange. It's just it's not normal times. That's the thing with it. But yeah. If that team clicks, you never know. But I don't think it will.
Yeah, no, I hear it, bro, man. So yeah, as you was talking, I was actually doing part of my my lineup. So might as well just put it out together. Chat, let us know what you think about this as well. So I think this is probably what he's gonna go with. If it's not Enzo in the 10, it'll probably be Buonanotte. And big up Georgie in the chat as well. He said Buonanotte loves a goal at the City ground, which is nice to hear.
One goal,
you know what I mean? That's what I want to be hearing, bro. Let me just put that. So João Pedro up top. So we'll talk about them in a sec. I think he'll probably start Garnacho in the game. Esteval was ill the last game for Brazil. Like he came on off the bench, but he's come back in that from the break. I don't know if he'll start the game. I don't know if he'll start the game, bro. You know, did he say Pedro Neto was a doubt? He said Neto was a doubt, so maybe he'll start the game. Maybe he will start the game, and then maybe you bring Neto off the bench. And then centre backs, bro. I've actually left this blank here because again, Fofana just came back. He hasn't really started many games this year. You know, Chalobah's come back from his red card. Tosin is back. I don't know what centre back pairing is gonna go with. I don't know. You know what I mean? Me putting it out there right now is me guessing. You know, but from what he did before, start of the season, he was starting tossing, right? Because what we tend to do on the ball, this is the shape that we tend to take on the ball, yeah. So if he plays like this, again, just ruins the balance of the team. What tends to happen is you tend to have someone that will invert. So if you've got Lavia playing like this, yeah, then Caicedo will be the one that will be going a little bit further up like that, right? Cuckoo would invert, yeah, pick up these little pockets, and then Chalobah will take up this position like this. Tosin's the one that's more central like this, and then you've got Reece that stays back like that. You know what I mean? Or you have Reece that will go up, and then you do it the other way like that as well.
One
you know
or the other.
So that's what we tend to do. You know, have like a box midfield. But then recently, to be fair, he's been doing this as well, where you've just got two that stay at the back, and you've got like a 2-3 build there as well, which has been quite good. He tends to tell the fullbacks to go up, and then you have this as well, which is quite dangerous. So there's different things that we can do. Different things that we can
do. If you do that, we're gonna need some kind of traffic police in that midfield, man, because that's what Ange will look to do, is double invert the fullback. There's gonna be bare men in that middle of that park, right? It's gonna be crowded. It's gonna be crowded. But no, 100%. I hear it. I mean, Lewis was saying to me he hates Chalobah at left centre back. He's like, he doesn't want to see it. But I like Tosin. I think he's good. I think a massive loss for you is Colwell, who is a legend at Forest. He obviously scored the winning goal that got us back to the Premier League when he was at Huddersfield.
The own goal,
own goal, man. He put that top bins, you know. So, and then obviously it had to be him who scored the goal to put you in the Champions League on the final game last season. So, I think I just look at it. You look around that pitch and you think, weakness-wise, the centre back, not them individually, but as a pairing. I said to you earlier, it just doesn't look settled and it's too chop change there. Garnacho, I think he gets a hard time from the United fans. I don't think he's a bad player. I just don't quite think he's as good as because they always do that, don't they? They hype their players up. Oh, another generational talent, this, that, and the other. And then they're shooting them down 3 months later. So I think he'll be okay. I don't think he'll be amazing for you guys. I think he scored against Forest for United as well. And then can your keeper just be a bit more normal? Now, what I'll say on Sanchez is I don't think he's been as bad as he was last season. I thought in the Club World Cup, he was fairly consistent. Yeah, there's been a bozo moment against, it was United, wasn't it, where he got sent off?
Yeah, he got sent off against United. Yeah.
So there's still that gene in him. The problem with that is that doesn't breed confidence into your centre-backs who need to trust the keeper. So even if he goes a few games without any bozo moments, you still got that as a centre back in the back of your mind with the keeper. So, but in general, that team is strong. I know you're missing some of your other boys as well, Cole Palmer and what have you, but you've done fine without him so far. So it should be, you know, on paper, Chelsea should win this, but I don't know what Ange's been doing for the last 2 weeks.
That's it. Hey, listen, on paper right now, I'm looking at this team and we should be winning that game. Again, I hate this. I'm like Lewis, bro. I can't stand Chalobah at left centre back, bro. I can't stand him starting anyway for Chelsea, right? let alone playing at left centre back. I'm telling you, Wolfie, this guy is at the scene for so many crime scenes, bro. When you watch some of the goals back, you just see him involved in some way. You know what I mean? Very good squad player to have because he stays fit most of the time, right? You know, I don't mind him coming in and out the team and that, but starting week in, week out, you just see that he's not at the level that we need. Like, he will never get better than what we've seen. Never. There's a cap with Chalobah, and it's the same thing as Tosin, right? And big up Mash because he says, Tosin has to bench for Achipong, bro. The problem that you've got, right? If you let me take out Tosin, you put Achipong there, and I'll show you exactly what the problem
was. He played against Liverpool, didn't he?
He played against Liverpool, but again, this is the problem now.
He's a kid, how old is he?
He's 19, I think. Yeah, Josh is 19
old for Chelsea. I hear
it. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is the problem that you've got. So if you start Josh and Chalobah, for example, they're not like Chalobah's not bad on the ball. Like, he's actually got a good pass, but not from left centre back. He's not left-footed, and again, that's not his fault. So if you're trusting him to be ball playing at left centre back, it doesn't work. And then Josh, he's ball playing in the best either. He's more of a ball carrier. He's like a Fofana. So he'll get the ball, he'll run with it, he'll drive with it. When he tries to play it like a Colwell, he loses it too much. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't you go Tosin and him and drop Chalobah? Like,
You
I
could
actually
do that.
think Chalobah's decent in a back three. Like when you look at it, I thought he was really good at Palace, but he was playing
Yeah.
in a back three. He had two good defenders around him, obviously. But I mean,
But the thing
I
about
would
this,
drop Chalobah and do that. And maybe can you switch those two round or
yeah,
either
but
way? I guess.
yeah, I mean, listen, Josh ain't great on the left side either, man. Like against Liverpool, I was seeing this guy just kicking the ball off the pitch on his left foot. Again, he's not left-footed, bro. You know what I mean? So that's another problem that we've got now, people. That's what I was asking when your camera turned off. I said, bro, bad issue not being there. It messes up the balance of our centre backs, right? Our centre backs now, it's not balanced, bro. The only way you're gonna get real balance now, yeah, with our centre backs is if you play Fofana, who's obviously, I think he'll be more ready to play than Tosin. Tosin's actually been out for a couple games now. This will probably be the best.
Was just concussed, wasn't he? I think was that right?
He was concussed, yeah. He was concussed. But if you're gonna play a balanced lineup, yeah, this is probably the best.
I forgot about him. Has he got any time? Has he had any time?
Yeah. He came on against Liverpool. He played really well, man. He played really well.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
He came on. He played really well. So if you want a balanced lineup, yeah, this is probably what I would do. But what scares me about this year, with what I was saying was, if Cucurella gets injured, we'll have Hato and that's it, right? Or if Hato goes down injured at centre back, Cuckoo's got no backup. And last season I think he played the most minutes for us, bro. Him and Caicedo, you know. So it's a problem because Hato's been brought in as backup for Cuckoo, but then he's versatile enough to play at centre back, you know. So I'm hoping he starts in this game because I'll be real, he helps our build up so much as well, man. Because he's left-footed, it just brings that balance. You know what I mean? It brings so much balance into the team. But Josh did well.
You need Murillo in there, bro. Murillo just, I don't want him to go. I'll just say he slots right in that left centre back position.
Yep, he does.
His fitness is usually good until Ange came in, but you know what I'm saying? But
100%, bro. But I think, yeah, you might. You know what? I'm doing a little bit of hopium. People. I'm just going to put Hato in the lineup because I want to see a balanced lineup. You might see something like this. Because Josh had a good game last game and Fofana just came back as well. So you might see something like this. But how's this got you feeling, bro, man? Seeing this lineup, do you think that it's definitely 3 points for Chelsea, would you say?
I'm not at the stage where I think it's definitely 3 points from Chelsea. I think Forest could get a draw out of this one. I just look at that midfield. I think the midfield is very strong. Those three. I like that combo. I can't lie. I think that combo gets into most teams.
Yeah.
It's that, like, we're sitting here, we can't decide between us what centre-back pairing you're going for. And whatever one you do, it's unlikely that they've had too many minutes together in a Premier League game side by side. You need that chemistry between your CBs. You know, one will go, one stays, they both stay or whatever. They kind of, you need that telepathicness between them.
Big facts.
So,
big facts.
My biggest worry is honestly what we do down our left side, your right side. If Zinchenko plays and inverts in, that scares the shit out of me. Because not only is he shit at defending, he's got no pace. I think I could outrun him. I really do think. And I'm slow, bro.
He's slow, yeah.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. Like, that's my worry. And also, my biggest worry is if you go a goal up. Because if you take the lead, that place is going to turn toxic very, very quickly. Very quickly. And that's my worry. Bro, it's almost impossible to get tickets at Forest. They went to general sale for Chelsea.
Damn.
They went to general sale for Porto on Thursday. That's the level of protest you're seeing from the fans that no one can be asked, bro. It's like, I've been and seen Forest in League One. It didn't feel like this though. At the moment, it just feels so disjointed and crazy that like the energy just isn't there from the fan base. So it's very important. If Nuno sends out a single message to his players tomorrow, is do not concede early, do not concede first.
Yeah.
Hold that 20 minutes. Because against Newcastle, he did go defensive, which shocks me. He went a back three. I don't see him doing that tomorrow at home. But we were 0-0 at halftime in Newcastle, and actually we looked all right defensively. You could have forgotten that Nuno had been sacked. We were playing a bit Nuno ball. But what he said today in the presser says to me that he's going to do his thing, because if he loses this game, he's likely sacked. So he may as well go out swinging. He may as well go out swinging.
I was going to ask you actually, do you think you get sacked if he loses? But obviously you've answered that now. Deitch is on the wing right now, man. He's waiting for that call.
Well, luckily luckily, I heard today it won't be Daesh, so that's calmed me down a bit. But I'd rather have Ange than Daesh. Fuck Daesh, man. I can't stand his style of football, bro. Like, and bringing Daesh in is a club admission of, oh shit, we fucked up. We're in a relegation fight. We're only 7 games in.
Yeah,
you don't need to break that glass in case of emergency, man. I'd rather have Southgate over Daesh.
Southgate,
I can't stand Southgate.
You're moving mad. You're moving mad now. Now you're moving mad. Now you're moving mad. Hey, listen, you'd rather have Daesh over that guy. I'm telling you now, Southgate will get you relegated into League 2, if anything.
Bro, I can't stand either of them. I can't stand either of them. But Daesh is just always at the Forest games, man. He lives pretty much a stone's throw from the City ground. He's all got the games. Daesh.
Yeah. Just there randomly, just to watch.
Always, even when he was Everton manager, if Everton weren't playing, he turns up. Like, he's been twerking for this job for years.
It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense.
No, it does not. And then his assistants are Ian Wone and Steve Stone, like ex-Forest boys. So, so the fans are like, oh man, we'll get Ian Wone back, we'll get Stone back, they'll put some energy and some passion into it. I'm like, no, they won't.
No, the stars are aligning right now. The stars are aligning,
man.
I'm telling you, Wolfie, if it was up to me, this is what I would do with my lineup, bro. Yeah? If it was up to me, I would play Pedro in the 10 like this. Yeah. Enzo came back from international break a bit early because his knee was swollen, right? So I would actually give him a little rest on the bench, yeah? And I would start Mark Guiu up top, bro. You see what I would start up top. And just let João Pedro do what Palmer does. Because in Palmer's absence, I'm telling you, bro, this guy can do what Palmer does. He can create, he can score from outside the box. You know what I mean? He's got flair, he can defend. You know what I'm saying, bro? Right? I don't know if you've seen the stat with like recently, the last 5 games, he's had 0 shots or something. Obviously, we've had red cards and stuff, but one thing about João Pedro, bro, when he's playing up top, he likes to run away. You'll see him here, you'll see him there, right? And I'm watching him and I'm like, bro, the centre-backs are by themselves, yeah? Because there's times where, like, when you're at games, you see certain things that the cameras don't show you. I'm watching him and I'm seeing him just running off. And I'm like, please, can you just stay here, please? Yeah, stay here so Enzo can find you, so Lavia can find you, so Caicedo can find you. He does not like to stay up top, bro. He gets bored up there and he wants to get involved in the game. And it's even worse when Palmer's not there. You know what I mean? When Palmer's not there, he wants to be Palmer and playing up top. When Palmer's there, I'm telling you, bro, I don't know if people have noticed, when Palmer's there, João Pedro stays up top and he runs in behind. When Palmer's not there, he does whatever he likes.
He's looking for the ball. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So
I can agree with you more. He's a 10. He's a 10 or shadow striker or whatever the terminology is these days. He's not an out and out 9. He can, you'd almost say if he was going to be a 9, he's a false 9. You know what I'm saying? I like him in between the lines.
Yeah.
With the number 9 in front of him. I get what you're saying with Palmer. Palmer kind of makes him stay up there because Palmer's going to find him with the passes and what have you. So while Palmer's out, you should be playing him as the 10. I get it, but is there the trust in Gay, or have you say his name, or George?
Gil. Well, you have to trust him though, man, because at the end of the day,
he's been playing George ahead of him, hasn't he?
He was, but I mean, last game needs to be an indicator of what's going to happen now going forward, because he brought Gil off the bench. Listen, he didn't do much in terms of on the ball, but you saw what he was doing off the ball, bro. He was pressing the life out of them, right? Even the goal that we scored, Van Dijk was having to look at him and make sure that he's watching him and whatnot, right? So yeah, he'll be needed in the game, honestly, bro. Pressing against Ange, it'll be a beautiful sight to see. And yeah, obviously, João Pedro can start the game. You can take him off, bring Enzo off the bench and whatnot. Even bring Maresca, right? Maresca, you put him on the bench as well right now. You know what I'm saying? So we've got internal solutions. Even with the injuries that we've got, look at the team that we can put out. This is a good team. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a good team.
What are you not saying on Gittins, man? Because I haven't been impressed with him. Have you got Garnacho now firmly ahead of him?
Well, listen, Gittins at the start, like the first few cameos from the guy. Yeah, let me even take this off, right? So at the beginning, like, he was a little bit shy, man. He's getting on the ball. He's not really trying to take risks. You know what I mean? He's been a little bit careful, being a little bit timid, being a little bit shy. But since the Benfica game, actually, no, the game against Lincoln, I saw him starting to, try to take more risks. Against Benfica, he came on off the bench and he wasn't great in terms of his execution, but the intent was what I liked in terms of actually trying to be more direct and take a bit more risks. And against Liverpool, I thought he had a good cameo. I thought he had a decent cameo. He played a part in the goal that we scored as well. You know, had a shot on goal. Remember that little bit where he had a shot. Esteval had a shot. And he was a big part of the goal that we scored as well. So, bro, you got to give these guys a little bit of time, man. Like, not everyone's gonna come into the league and hit it off straight away, but with confidence, I think that he's gonna be a hit. Personally, for me, I'm not writing him off. Like, people that are writing him off already are mad. I think he's definitely gonna get better with more confidence.
But you're not starting him though.
I mean, listen, Garnacho right now, he actually had a decent game against Liverpool, man. You know, but if Gittins was to start the game, I wouldn't be mad at it because I actually want to see him get out of his shell. You know what I mean?
They're gonna need a run of games. This is sometimes the problem when you bought too many players, and especially on that side, Garnacho and him. Like, you want one of them just to step up and then say, right, this is my position, and go on a run of 5, 6, 7 games. And you see them establishing themselves, building up partnerships with the other players around them. Because just like your centre back pairing isn't established at the moment, I still feel that left side is still not nailed down. I don't think many Chelsea fans would say definitely Garnacho or definitely Gittins. So I think that's up for grabs, and players need to look at that in a positive way. Garnacho and Gittins should be right. I'm making sure I'm noticed in training. If I'm on the pitch, I'm making sure, you know, I'm doing what I need to do. So there's still space for there. But you're not playing Pedro. Where's Pedro? Not Pedro.
Neto. Oh, he's a doubt. He's a doubt. You know what I mean? He's a doubt. So listen, right now I'd rather start Esteval anyway. I'd rather start Esteval. He's making more of an impact right now. You can bring Neto off the bench. If he starts against Zinchenko, I mean, come on, you got to be cooking him. You've got to be cooking him, bro.
I don't want Neto up against Zinchenko, bro. He's too quick.
He's too quick, isn't it?
I would, and I rate Esteval, and I think Esteval is gonna be one of the finds of the season. But for what we're up against, Neto will destroy Zinchenko.
Yeah. I think Maresca will probably be thinking the same. I can't lie, because Maresca loves him. Maresca loves him, man. Big up Johnny. Johnny says Nacho struggles to get past players. The easiest to defend against. He's got pace for through balls. Not much of a team player. I mean, he's not the most, in terms of like running past people, he's not the most direct, I would say. He's good at what Garnacho's good at. He's good at carrying the ball and getting us up the pitch, right? And he's good at the cutbacks. He's actually got a good first touch when the ball comes in the air as well. He's good at killing the ball, right? But he's not clinical. Like what you're saying, he's not that he's not great 1v1 either. But he can definitely contribute in the team. Like,
his biggest problem for me, and again, like, I'm judging him through his time at United, so take it with a pinch of salt. I think his decision making in the final third is atrocious. He always cuts in to shoot. I don't agree with it. I think he was atrocious. I think too many times he would just look to shoot when a pass was on, or pass when the shot was on. I just think in that final third, he needs some coaching. He needs some coaching in that decision making. And if someone can't coach him, then maybe it's a football IQ level in that final third. He has the other attributes. I agree with you on what you said on the other stuff, but I need to see better decision making from him. He doesn't overly scare me, if I'm honest with you. I don't think at this stage in his Chelsea career that I'm that worried about him playing. I think Gittins would be more of an unknown to the Forest team. Garnacho, I don't mind. Watch him go and score now. I've said that, but
I'll be real, bro. If we start Gittins, I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm not saying Garnacho has to start now. Like, I'm all for Gittins starting. You know what I mean? And even when I was talking about both of them in the summer, I said, bro, personally for me, I'm starting Gittins over him. I prefer Gittins' profile. Gittins is more of a threat 1v1. Like, he's gonna take you on and try to do something. But again, it's the confidence aspect to the game that we need from him. But let's finish off with predictions, bro. As the home team, let us know. Let us know what you're saying prediction-wise, man. What do you reckon?
This is like, look, in pure footballing terms, Chelsea should win this, but football isn't played on paper. Here's what I've got to hold on to, Don, and it's a very short list. Forest have played 3 times at home since we were back in the Premier League at 12:30. We played Liverpool, Man City, and Brighton. We've won all 3 of those games. That's it. That's all I've got. That's all I've got, bro. So
we're beating you the last 2 games. The last 2 games at your gaff, we've won.
I don't think we've beat you at home since we've been back, if memory serves me right.
We haven't. I remember the first year you came back.
We beat you at Stamford Bridge.
You beat us at the bridge,
Yeah.
right? You beat us at the bridge, yeah, in Poch's season. I remember the season we finished 12th. Sterling scored that game, and Aurier
2-2.
scored for you lot. No, was it 1-1?
Is that there was one where Taiwo Awani got 2? I think that might have been the first year. It was 2-2.
You sure, bro? Wait, how long you not been here? How long have you not been here?
This is our 4th season, so 3 years.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, when we finished 12,
I'll be honest, I can't remember Forest's last game. Like my memory goes, man. I'm sure it was 2-2 or something.
Yeah, I remember we drew because Aurier scored. Let me even go. Aurier.
Oh no, that was at the City grounds.
Yeah,
that wasn't at the bridge. Yeah. So that year we drew 1-1 with you, and we drew 2-2 away.
Yeah.
Serge Aurier scored, and then I think Sterling got both of them at your ground as well. So,
I can't even remember, bro.
Yeah, that was 2-2. We always seem to play you late in the season, every time. And it's again this year. I think the second tie is in May again. So it's weird how we end up there. Yeah, it was. DK saying 2-2. Yeah, I'm okay. My memory's not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as.
Okay, no, man. I don't remember that game. I can't lie. But yeah,
I'm gonna go 0 chest 1-1.
0 chest.
0 chest.
Well, I said 3-1 yesterday, so I have to stick by it. Say. We're not, but we're scoring. That's what I'm saying. We're scoring goals at the minute. Like we scored 2 against Liverpool. We even scored 2 or 1 against United with 10 men. We scored a goal against Brighton, obviously. We scored 5 against West Ham, obviously. Like West Ham, but it is where it is. We scored 2 goals against Brentford. You know what I mean? So it's like we're scoring goals. We just need to keep them out the other end. You know what I'm saying, bro? So
well, we're not scoring and we're conceding, bro. So if you want to swap, I'm happy. We know a good combo right now, man. We're creating loads of XG. Our XG is like top 5 in the league. We ain't scoring shit, man. Maybe it clicks. Maybe it clicks tomorrow.
It's peak.
Roll on 2:30, man, so I can get on with the rest of my weekend.
Big up Dems, man. He says, but yeah, let's get everyone here to 90 likes. Let's get to 90 likes ASAP, people, man. We're just about to finish up. And I can't remember who was in the chat that was asking me if I'm going tomorrow. Luca. Big up Luca. I'm not going to be at the game tomorrow, unfortunately. I was supposed to be there, but I've got my boys. I was telling Terry earlier and Wolfie off stream as well. I've got my boys brunch, yeah, and I'm going to be watching the game drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just ask everyone in the chat, how many of you do brunch, man? Like, how posh is Don that he's doing brunch?
Hey, listen, 2025, man. The man them have got to step out their comfort zone and go out for a few drinks.
I'm just saying, the only time I do brunch is when I've had a lion, man, and I'm hungry. I don't know if that's an official brunch or whatever, but
you know what, Wolfie, though, I can't lie. I've got to that age now, yeah, where it's like I'd rather go out drinking during the day and then get home at a decent time. I don't want to be getting home at like 5 a.m. because I feel like it just messes up your day now, man. Like my Sunday even will just be ruined. I'll be waking up mad late.
Yeah, weekend's gone, man.
Yeah, man.
Do more brunches, bro. Do more brunches.
But people, make sure that you lot are subbing to Forest Fan TV. Listen, you lot know who Wolfie is, man. And also follow him on Twitter as well. Have you got anything coming up, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing a watch along tomorrow, so no doubt the Chelsea trolley fans will be in there once you lot score. So I'll see you lot there.
See you lot there, man.
Lose my shit, no doubt, man.
All right, Chels, we need to make sure that we end Ange, bro. Yeah, we've beaten this guy 4 times. Please make it number 5 in a bit.